Guys, it looks like the dip has been bought, but will there be continuations to end the week? Now, what did it come in the form in? It came in the form of a false breakdown setup, chat. We started off with, well, in pre-market, we had the PPI where it was bouncing, and then as soon as the market opened, we had that pullback, breaking down my 514.4 level and 513.2 level. I had a level around 512, got very close to touching it, went down to 512.09, 9 cents off of the 512 level, very close to touching it. And then what happened? Boom. We had a false breakdown setup. False breakdown setup. I think this was alerted in the group. 413.2 broke down as well and is now resistant. No calls unless 513.2 recaptures. As long as below 512 and 510.5 is in play. I had the 512 target. Went to 512.09. So if you played it level to level, you would have been fine. You would have did fine. Breaking down to 514.4, break down to 513.2, take profit around 512 level to level style. But then, how do I say the best way to trade with the price action is to follow the price action? The best way is to trade with the traps. So when we broke down 513.2, that level then becomes resistant. Hit that 512 level, 512-ish, bounce, recaptured it on the 15-minute chart, which I also alerted in the group. 513.2 cleared here, put in 514.4 and 516 in play, and then the rest was history. Recaptured, false breakdown setup, smashed 514.4, cleared 514.4, which I'm pretty sure I also alerted in the group. I put here 514.4 clears, 516 incoming. Yeah, and I wrote, all we need is price action. From here, 514.4 cleared and is now support. When we got the clear, 1207, I wrote that. Right around when it closed. This is 11:45 candle, closed around that time. 15 minutes. I was a little late, but I just wanted to make sure that it stayed with a second candle before I alerted to the group. And look at that, it did and showed more upside. Smashed 516, cleared 516. Pretty sure I alerted that one. I think you guys get the picture here. That's how we use the levels, guys. We use a 15-minute chart, 30-minute chart as well. Nothing lower than a 15-minute chart to confirm, intraday breakouts, breakdowns, false breakdowns, all that happy stuff. But the idea is that when we get a false breakdown setup, is that they're trapping the bears. They, break down the support, trap them, hit the next level with bounce, recapture, false breakdown setup. That's the trigger to go long or buy calls. And you see what happened. Clear the next resistance, kept going up. And the concept is the same when the price action is going to the downside, right? You want to get that false breakout setup, right? And then you want to look to short. Breakdowns of support and all that happy stuff. So as I was saying, like, it looked like the dip has been bought. Can it continue now is the question. And it closed just below my 518-ish. It closed right at 518, actually. So for tomorrow, it's gonna have to clear 518. All right, we didn't get it. We closed right at 518. It's not an official, clearing of that level, I would say. So it's gonna have to do that tomorrow to put 520.6 in play. And of course, if we clear 520.6, that will put the higher targets in play. 522. I have that fib level of 523.2 as well. But, you guys can see this green trend line. So a breakout hitting those levels would be a breakout of this green trend line. And that would be the sign that our bottom is in. RSI is not overbought. So there is energy to go up higher if it's in the market makers plan. And if it is, guys, trade it unbiasedly. Use the levels that I give you and just follow it. All right. Now, if today is a dead cat bounce, as usual, when we bounce up, what did we clear today? 516. Recaptured 516. That's a false breakdown setup right there on the daily chart. So, to be bearish is quite straightforward. 518 must clear. 518 must defend as resistant. We want to see some selling pressure there. All right. And then it needs to break down 516 for bearish follow through. Okay. A breakdown of 516 would showcase that the selling pressure we had from 518 has strength, and the breakdown 516 would invalidate this false breakdown setup. That would be bearish, putting 514.3, 513.2ish, and 512 in play. You guys know we got 512 as a strong buy zone. So if that can break down, we get in those lower lows, possibly all the way down to 508. All right, guys, you guys got my levels, my plans, my setups. Please, let's end the day. Let's end the week strong tomorrow, okay? TGIF. We're going to make it, guys. And look at this bounce from Triple Q. I mentioned to everybody above 439, clearing 441 would be bullish. Did you guys follow it? Did you guys follow it? I don't know, but I hope you did, because if you did, you should have made some decent money today. We cleared that 443 level. That's a fib level. Today we closed at 445.3. So technically we cleared the 445 level as well. That's a breakout of this down green trend line. Is that breakout mode? Well, kind of is. It's not a strong breakout. Did they run out of strength yet? Did the bulls run out of strength yet? Well, RSI says no, not yet, or they're not close yet. But what does the price action say? If it could stay above 445 tomorrow and clear 446.5, that's your bullish follow through that we are heading up higher, up to 448 or new all-time highs to 450 finally. When would I switch back to bearish? When we drop below 445 and 443. If it does, that's a false breakout setup, and I would definitely look to short the crap out of that setup. All right, guys, here is NVDA, broke out. That low down trend line I had. I told everybody above 868.6, you'll want to go bullish. Okay, I have NVDA. They have their own, it has its own room. I don't know if anybody really watches NVDA, but I do my best to, do the intraday analysis. This morning, I have next resistance at 877 and 880. If they clear, look to long. Look to long. NVDA open at 874. It cleared 877. It cleared 880. Gave us this beautiful, beautiful move to the upside. Incredible. Going as high as 907.3 and managing to close just above the 50% fib level, which is at 904.6. Did you catch this move? If you did, that's a hell of a move. Congratulations. Now, to be bullish and to get bullish continuation for tomorrow, lowest level I like to see it drop down to is 900. If you're a bull, you don't want to see it go lower than 900. 900 is a big number. It cleared that fib level at 904.66, so keep that in mind. So it got to stay above that, and getting above 907.5 would be bullish follow through. Put it 910 or higher in play. The next fib level is all the way at 919.5. For me to switch back to bearish, got to break down 904.6 and 900, and that should put the lower targets in play, possibly all the way back down to 889-ish or lower. All right. Tesla is a 15-minute chart. Beautiful move on Tesla as well. Beautiful false breakdown setup intraday. Recaptured that, well, it cleared that 172.3 level. Cleared. I had a level around 173.2 as well. It ran into the fib level at 175. That's a fib level. So that's the level that must clear tomorrow. 175 to trigger longs or go buy calls. All right, because above 175 will put higher targets in play. 177, the next fib level at 178.6, and possibly all the way up to 180-ish, or maybe higher. But it's going to have to clear 175 for those higher levels to be possible. If we break back below 172.3, bearish, we'll likely drop down to 169.5 or lower, guys. All right, look to react unbiasedly. IWM look like it's trying, has an inside candle set up. It's consolidation mode right now. Look to long above 203. All right, look to long above 203. Look to short below 200. Anything between 200 and 203 is chop. I'm going to say it again. Look to long above 203 and short below 200. Apple, I've been saying to you guys for a while now, look to long or can't get bullish unless 170 is recaptured. What happened? Cleared 170. Cleared 172. I had a fib level at 173.3. That cleared. Wow. So 175. It closed above that. As long as above 175, 176.4 or higher is in play. I wouldn't look to short unless the levels we recaptured today breaks down tomorrow. which would need 173.3 and 172 to break down the trigger shorts. Put it 170 or lower back in play. AMD trying to bounce as well. If it clears 171 tomorrow, 173.4 and 176 are in play. Got to get above 171. To be bearish, it got to drop below 167 to put lower targets in play, like 164 and 161.8. Gotta break down 167. Amazon finally broke out that fib level, which was at 186.8. Cleared it. That is now support. If it breaks back below that level, you already know. False breakout setup, look to short. Lower targets in play, right? 185, 183, 181, and 179. Below 179, I'll be bear bias in favor of a deeper pullback. But if it can stay above 186.8, 190 is next resistant. If we clear 190, new all-time highs in play. I don't have fib level till 197 plus, okay? Netflix shows some more upside. We talked about that 618-ish level. Today, that zone was treated like support, and then we bounced, cleared that 624 level. Next resistant is at 630 and 631.6. If it clears, 634 plus would be in play, possibly all the way up to 639. Can't get bearish unless we break back below 624. That's when I would look to short. Microsoft showing some follow through to the upside. Recaptured 426.4. That's a fib level. If it clears 430 tomorrow, guys, look to long new all-time highs. Here we come. 432.6 and 435.4 are the next fib level. Can't get bearish unless we break down 426.3 and 424. Give us that false breakout setup, and then maybe we can drop lower to new lows. Anything can happen, guys. Watch the levels. Google cleared the next fib level. 158.8 has been cleared. Next resistant level is 161. If that clears, 163 plus is in play. Can't get bearish unless we get a false breakout setup, starting with the breakdown of 158.8 and 157. And of course, that would put 155.3 and 152.8 in play, guys. Here is Meta. It's bouncing. Stayed above 519. Showed a bit of follow through. If it clears 523.8 tomorrow, that was today's high. 526 or higher is in play. I can't get bearish unless we break back below 519. Here is XOM. It didn't close higher than yesterday, but it did treat it critical support like it should as support, which is that 120.7 level. And I got 119 below that. Those levels defended. I can't get bearish unless we break those levels down, guys. If we consolidate sideways, that could be a healthy thing for the bulls because it looked like they need it. That's a pretty steep move. But yeah, above 120.7, gotta clear 122, 124 to trigger new all-time highs. Can't get bearish unless we break down 120.7 and 119. Here is Bitcoin consolidating. What's it gonna do? 68.8 to 71K is the chop zone. 68.8K to 71K is the chop zone. Above 71K, I would look to long. Below 68.8K, I would look to short. That's the chop range. Watch the break of the chop range. Here is Dark Pool. Not much happened on Dark Pool out. 518, but what? $9 million? That's nothing, guys. Not much to report for Dark Pool. How about the flows? Anything? Yeah, it's bearish. It's still saying bearish. Are these hedges? I don't know. QQQ is bearish as well. IWM is bearish across the board. Are these hedges? Oh, NVDA is bullish. Tesla is bearish. Uh-oh. Apple's bullish. AMD is bullish. Amazon is bullish. Netflix is bullish. It's gonna malfunction on me. Google's bullish. Can we make it, guys? No? Yeah, no. The answer is no. All right, guys. We didn't make it. We didn't make it. Well, if you guys want more of this stuff, you know what to do. Join Uncle's Discord and use the discount code. Otherwise, y'all have a great evening. Thank you guys so much for coming here. Peace.